Hi, this is Raj. Welcome back to the ETL specialization course on SCD Type 2. This session is a continuation of my earlier session on SCD Type 2 Simple Use Case Part 2 named as Soft Delete. In this session, we will see an additional SCD Type 2 specific field named isCurrent. And we also go through what are the applications of that field or when to use that field, the prerequisites required for the demo, and the hands-on part using the Pentaho Kettle tool. So what is an isCurrent flag and what are its applications? This is the fourth attribute specific to SCD Type 2 design. In the earlier demo session, we have seen the other three attributes such as the date range fields, two date range fields, especially effective from and effective to, and the third version field. So in addition to these three fields, we have a fourth field named isCurrent flag field, which can be used in any SCD Type 2 design. The application of this field is to identify the current or latest version of a particular dimension record. So without this particular field, if you see the dimension table of SCD Type 2 design will have all the historical records. And if the report requires only the current dimension version of the record, then it is difficult to identify that particular record. You have to write some complex SQLs, and in that situation the presence or usage of this attribute comes in handy. You can just add a filter condition based on this particular flag with the equal to true, so it automatically fetches the current version of the dimension record. So that's the specific application of using this attribute in SCD Type 2 design. The prerequisites for the demo are: watch my video on slowly changing dimension part 2 or SCD Type 2 simple use case part 2, and also watch my video on change data capture, especially on timestamp technique. And you should have a Pentaho Kettle tool if you are going to practice this in your end, and a Postgres database server and a client tool to interact with the database server. I am using the client tool pgadmin3 in this case. So without further delay, let us move on to the demo part. This is the transformation which we are going to use for this demo. This transformation is exactly similar to what we have seen in my earlier demo on simple use case part 2 soft delete on SCD Type 2, except there is only one little change which I have made to populate this isCurrent flag in the target dimension table, which, as you see over here in the final dimension lookup or update step, under the fields tab, you can see I have specified the staff isCurrent field, which is our newly added fourth SCD Type 2 specific attribute in the target dimension table, to get populated with the value which is automatically determined by the Pentaho Kettle tool. You don't have to spend any effort for coding this particular field population. Just whatever you have to do is just specify this particular type of dimension update value as last version without stream field as source. The Kettle tool will automatically take care of populating the isCurrent field accordingly. Apart from this one little change that we have made in this transformation, every other steps are similar to the other demo which we have already seen. I would request you to watch my earlier video as I have indicated in my prerequisites topic to go through that particular video. To begin with, the source table staff of delete has two records which you can see over here, with is deleted field populated as false in both the records, which is this user is still active. And to begin with, the target dimension table has no records in it, which you can see from this particular select statement result. So now let us run the transformation which we have designed and let's see what happens. The transformation has completed now. Let us select the target dimension table. You can see both the records from source table has been picked up for processing and has been processed. And you can see the staff isCurrent field has been updated as true because both these records are current records for the individual staff detail. Now to make things interesting or to understand, let us do an update on the source table for the staff ID 2, and as part of the update let us make the staff ID 2 as deleted. So I am just marking the is deleted equal to true. The update is done and let's select the source table to see whether it is getting reflected or not. Okay, in the source table we can see for the staff ID 2 John Stephens, we can see the is deleted flag has been marked as true. And now let us run the transformation to see what happens. The transformation has been completed and let us select the target dimension table. You can see a new record has been inserted into our SCD Type 2 dimension table, and you can see the latest record has a staff is deleted set as true, and the corresponding current isCurrent flag has been marked rightly as true as well. And interestingly, you can see the previous record or the previous version of staff ID 2 is marked with isCurrent flag as false because that's not the current record now. So hope you have got what I have tried to explain through this demo. So meet you in the next session. Thank you guys.